Hello, people at YouTube. Uh, I know you ain't hear from me in a while. Actually, you ain't heard nothing from me at all. I've just been making videos. I never posted them up yet. But by the time you see this, of course, obviously, I've been posting them up. Well, it's been a while since I did one. I've been going through a little something, you know, and had a problem. My mind, man, I thought I was going crazy. But, this is something that's been bothering me actually for like, I would say, past 15 years. And I'm just coming out of my shell now. But I was really hurt, I was really hurt. I'm a man, you can see the first thing people might think about, oh, you big old strong man, what you doing hurt, but damn it, it's real. Things can hurt us, but I said all that to say this. I'm doing this video basically to vent, and put those things to rest. Maybe this video might can help somebody out there that's probably going through the same thing, or went through the same thing, or basically about to go through the same thing. Well, the problem is this, it's all in my mind, and I was born and raised, a Jehovah's Witness. And I always lived a double life. When I was around the witnesses, I do things to please the witnesses. When I was around, people of the so-called world, as they would say, I would do things to please them. I live my life like they would. Well, by doing that, I never really established an identity for myself. And first 19 years of my life were like that. Okay, I say the first 19 years of my life because at 19, when I graduated school, when I graduated high school, I got married. Okay, I'm just going through everything. I got married with my first wife, and 2 years after we were married, she was a witness too. But 2 years after we were married, I guess you could say I was smelling my tail, or or whatever. Yeah, I cheated. I did that. I stepped out, and I started, getting involved heavily in drugs. Uh, Mind you that I never, lived that kind of life like that. So when I did get involved in it, it just consumed me, and I started dealing heavy. I started using heavy. They always say, like, with marijuana, I started with that, and that wasn't strong enough for me. Moved to sniffing cocaine and smoking crack cocaine and sniffing heroin, but I never ever, shot anything inside of me, through a needle or nothing. I never got that deep, but I was deep enough, and that lasted, oh my goodness, I would say, shit, about, I got my divorce in 96, so about 2002, about 2002, yeah. And damn it, I said all that to say this. My whole point is this. Okay, when I got this fellowship, okay, that's what they call it. For those that don't know, when you do something that goes against what the witnesses preach and teach. Obviously, I did something wrong because I cheated on my wife, and I was using, drugs and whatnot, and always was an alcoholic. Uh, it started off small drinking, but that really grew out of control, way out of control. But I inherited that, honestly. Um, Dealing with my grandfather and all that, and people in my family, they're alcoholics too. Well, anyway, not to get off the subject. It's just that much, it's so deep. But I got this fellowship. My biggest pet peeve was, I got this fellowship because of my wife. My wife went told that I had cheated. I was living with another woman. I'm a human being. Things happen like that. I mean, that's not to condone what I did. That's not to say that, I did something that shouldn't be, looked upon as bad. Of course I did. But my thing was this, okay, with the religion, me and my wife, we supposed to be married. We are married, not supposed to be. We are married. And when she told that, it seems they would get together and have an elders meeting, okay? And then I, being the one that did the wrongdoing, I had to meet with them. Men, okay? Men, they ain't no better than me, because a lot of them to this day, even though it happened 15 years ago, the same ones that were sitting in that damn meeting, okay, they not even witnesses no more today. They must have saw the light, I guess, like I did, when I'm just seeing the light, But anyway, I said all that to say this. And you might hear a loud humming in here because I'm inside of the truck. I'm at work. All this just been bothering me. I just have to, vent it out because it's just something I feel I have to do. I don't know why, but it is. But anyway, I said all that to say this. It seems to me that when they had the elders meeting for me, and since she was the one to bring everything up to the elders, because I moved out and moved in with the other woman and everything, okay, it seems like since we married, the Bible itself speaks of when you marry, you leave your mother and your father. A man leaves his mother and father and clings to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Okay, two. Me and my wife. Me, my wife shall become one flesh. And it seems that we should have been in the meeting together. Alright? We should have been in the elders meeting together. So I can tell my part of the story. Okay, not just getting it from her that I cheated, but to hear my part of the story. And my part of the story is, you didn't tell them that, we laid and puffed on the same joints and the same blunts, and indulging in the over drinking. You didn't tell that part, but you told the part to where I ran out and had sex with another woman and I left you in the house. Yeah, I did, and I don't know if that was the best thing. Well, I know it wasn't the best thing I could have did because that's a whole nother story in itself. That's when I started getting deeper into the drugs when I got with the other woman and the selling and the use of it. Well, anyway, I said all that to say this. I think that was wrong. I was, like I said, born into the religion. So that is really all I know. All I knew. It's like I was fighting amongst myself And part of me wanted to be back with the witnesses, but part of me couldn't understand why they treated me the way that they treated me. You know, I got people to this day, it's 15, 16, 17 years later, okay, that knew me from a baby, come out of my mama's womb, that knew me from a baby and would act like that they don't even know me to this day. Now, you know how much that will make somebody, feel, how hurt somebody would feel behind that because of one mistake that I made as being a human. I'm not God, I'm not perfect, and you look at me as the devil. I'm bad, I'm evil, don't associate with him, and that's bullshit to me. That's bullshit. Because you clean out your own closet, you might find some funky drawers in your own closet. You understand? Well, that bothered me. It really did. It bothered me, and it had me messed up, like I said, 15, 16 years. It had me messed up a long ass time. And I just felt, I had to get that off of my head. Still, my mom and my dad, they devout Jehovah's Witnesses. I mean, my mama is so strong into it that she waiting on the world to end. She can't wait for the world to come to an end so Jehovah can bring his new order, live in paradise. But you still got to live in this world. Things I wanted to do when I was younger. I wanted to play football. I wanted to do all that was, I couldn't. I never, who's to say if I could have been good enough to go to the NFL? Because I always was a athletic person as young as when I was younger. But when I grew older and started getting a little good loving. I could just say it like that. I don't want to say what I really want to say, but yeah, good loving, and a lot of craziness. I just blew up out of control. I was more fit when I was younger. Anyway, I said all that to say this. I might not have even been good enough to even make the NFL, but at least I would have had an opportunity to try and find out if I could. That's the whole problem. A lot of stuff is accepted now. I mean, the religion has changed a lot, and I feel to believe if it's real religion, religion don't change. You understand? Religion don't change, man. But by it being the way that it is, and I went through the things that I went through, I don't believe in religion. I can't stand religion. It's like choosing a side, like choosing a side. Crips or Bloods or whichever gang out there, whatever side you're gonna be on that side, or you're gonna be on the other side. And if you're on the opposing side, then you're going down. And that's basically what they teach. If you don't believe what Jehovah's Witnesses believe, Jehovah is going to destroy you. I don't believe that. All that was put into my head, brainwashed my mind, into believing stuff like that. But you got a good heart, man. You living right. God sees all. Jehovah, Yahweh, YHWH, he sees all. Whatever you want to call him. Buddha, Allah, whatever you want to call him. You believe in one true God,